Good afternoon, everybody. It's May 9th, Thursday. I am here to talk about food secure homes and how it affects a child and their brain development and things like that. Um, when I talk about food security, I'll give you an example. The children that I have that come into my care, mine and my husband's care, um, they may not have food at home. They're not used to having, a meal 3 times a day. They might get breakfast at school, um, lunch at school, and, they may have to starve until breakfast the next morning, or they might have to steal food from the grocery store because, their parents are at work or um, there's other extenuating circumstances in their life right at that moment. The food security. I grew up in a house with two parents. They are still married to this day. They there was always food on the table. There was always. I never had to worry about a meal. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack. I had it. I had it. I was able to go to my pantry and get out goldfish or fruit snacks or whatever. There are children in my care that don't know, that don't understand that they don't have to hoard food. Um, I've had children, they'll say, I need a snack. Okay, here, let's get you a snack. I take them to go get a snack and I can turn my head for 2 seconds and they're stuffing food and like snack packaged food like granola bars, whatever we have in our pantry in their pockets. And so, okay, I've got a snack. They have one in their hand that they're showing me. I've got a granola bar. Um, okay, great, go sit down. And so they sit at the dining table and then they excuse themselves. I've got to go to the bathroom. Well, and then they go and hide whatever food is in their pockets, whether it's a piece of fruit or, the granola bars or the sugar bars or whatever. So that way they can have food for later because they don't realize that, oh, I don't, I don't have to hide food. I don't have to hoard it. We have it. It's readily available because their normal is that it's not readily available. They can't just go to the pantry or go to the fridge and get what they need, get what they want. Um, so there are times where we do have to go into their room. We flip the mattresses on the beds and we see food wrappers and like stuck between the mattress and the bed frame or in their dresser drawers or in their nightstand drawers or inside their pillowcases. Yes, inside their pillowcases. There, I know of a case. They're actually really good friends of mine. They adopted a child when she was very small. I think she was a baby. She was less than a year old, and she was what you call a failure to thrive child baby, meaning she was emaciated. She was starving. They adopted her. She's in her teens now. She's a sweet kid. She's real quiet, sweet kid. She's a really sweet girl, but she still has places in the house where she hides her own snack food. You know, she was less than a year old when she was adopted. So you see why we see why kids that are failure to thrive children or children that come from homes that were food is not readily available every day, why they hoard it, why they, say, I'm not going to eat later. They don't know, they don't understand that they're going to eat later. We're providing dinner for them, and there are kids that we've actually had a couple of children in our care that, um, they're very picky. They're very picky eaters. I don't like that. And I've made spaghetti. I'll make spaghetti with meat sauce. That's, I'm thinking everybody loves spaghetti. I can't eat this. There's meat in it. What? My mentality, because I did grow up in a house with food readily available. Um, I grew up with, two sisters. We didn't have to compete for food or anything like that. I just want, it's just meat. You eat tacos, it's the same stuff. It's just covered in marinara sauce or tomato sauce with spaghetti. Yeah, but I'm not going to eat this. Can you? So my husband and I have learned, why don't you just try it? It's good for you. It's got protein in it. Protein helps muscle growth and development, and you'll be, you will actually, why does my hair look like that? I'm so sorry. It helps you. It helps you grow, and it helps you become stronger. And they'll try it, and most of the time when they do try it, they're like, "Oh, hey, this is pretty good." Um, other, excuse me, other children have said, "This is not the way I'm supposed to eat this. This is not the way. This is not the way my mom cooks it." Okay, how does your mom cook it? Well, she actually makes meatballs. Okay, well, I will consider that for next time. Whenever I decide that I'm going to put spaghetti back on the menu, I'll talk to my husband about it. So my husband's name is Josh. I'll talk to Josh about it. Fine. Or I'll make macaroni and cheese. This is not how I want to eat it. Well, take a bite. Please try it. You'll like it. You don't know. Fine. And when children leave our care, we are happy. We are happy that they are reunified with family members, or they go with their forever family after being adopted. And we are happy. We're happy, but we are scared. I think I am more than Josh is. I'm scared. Did I teach them the right thing? Did they know that they don't have to hoard food anymore? Did I cook enough for them? You know, does, things like that. Um, Developmentally, children, that are failure to thrive, I think I found that article. So, failure to thrive. Um, it can cause, failure to thrive. Children are usually have a lactose intolerance. Um, they're which is the inability, they have suffer from malnutrition. They can suffer from chronic kidney disease, and have another milk allergy, things like that. Well, this also, failure to thrive also can affect any child at any age. whether it's, now or in their teens or when they're toddlers, when between the time they're 18 months to 4 years old, it can affect them in that way. You know, we've had a child in our care where he was lactose intolerant. He could not have actual milk. We would give him almond milk, and he would eat it on his cereal and have it on his cereal, eat it, drink it in a sippy cup, things like that. But we could give him like a slice of cheese pizza, and he would be fine. Maybe two pieces, depending on the day, and he would be fine. He still had that milk part of it, but he's kind of growing past it, I think. Um, his older sister is a different story. She would hoard chocolate, which he doesn't have a chocolate stash, and she had it all over her pillowcase and melted all over her pillowcase. She doesn't understand why she's doing it. She just knows that she needs to have that food because she doesn't know if she's going to be able to eat. She doesn't understand that being in care means that she's going to be able to eat whenever she needs to eat. Her brain has not registered, oh, I'm going to eat at certain times of the day because that is normal. That is what my caregivers, my house parents, what have you, are going to do. That's what parents are supposed to provide. And it's a trust issue. Children need to learn to trust, whether it's about food, about love, about being able to open up, use open communication, that sort of thing. That is one thing we do use as the sanctuary model. We have we we love learning about it. You're always learning about it, no matter what. There's a lot of training that goes along with it, and we love it. We wouldn't trade it for the world. We love what we do. Being caregivers is a blessing. I'm sorry if I look super tired. I have boys, and if you have boys, God bless you. It's tough. I mean, I know girls are tough too. It's a different thing. We've had girls before. They're different. They're different. Very different. I thought, oh, boys are going to be easy. I was wrong. Very wrong. Boys, when they're little, are easy. When they're teenagers, not so much. However, I love what we do. I would not change it for anything. Not for anything. Seriously, I wouldn't. I love my kids. Biologically, they're not mine. But in my heart, they're mine. I've taken all of my kids to Walmart at the same time. And I've had people, we get, and I actually had one lady say, are they all yours? I said, yes, ma'am, they are all mine. And she's like, really? I'm like, yeah, they're all mine. They may not be in my house, except for maybe 2 weeks at a time, but they're mine. I love them just the same. It is easy because we're human. It is easy to say, this is hard. This is not for everybody, which that may be true. It's not, caregiving is hard. It's not for everybody. It's true. But you learn to love the children because they teach you more than you teach them. I promise you. We're trying to heal the trauma of food securities, neglect, abuse, things of that nature. And we love it. Wouldn't change it for anything. I promise you, I would not change it for anything. All right. So food securities, if you want to look it up, by all means, use that Google, use Bing, what have you. I just wanted to give y'all a little background into what we see as far as food security is going, or food insecurity, however you want to look at it. Um, a lot of people will say, how can you do that to a child? How can you know what? That's a good question. How can anybody do that to a child? It's not fair. It's not fair that the that someone out there will have a child and do what they do. And addiction is hard. Whether it is addiction or whatever, addiction's hard. I will tell you, it's hard. And it's an ugly beast. However, when the children come to us, that's when we say, okay, let's meet them, let's love them where they're at right now. Where are they in their walk? You know what? Sorry, I'm taking up too much time. If you want to see more videos of things like that, subscribe. And I'm going to put my blog, House Parenting Like a Boss, in the comments down below. And y'all, I'll see you next week. Have a good week. God bless y'all.